As the season was ending, Kyle Davidson met the media and said that finishes like the last couple of years are no longer acceptable and they have to take a step. So when you heard that, what did you make of it? What did you think Kyle was saying in terms of additions this offseason? Do you think they'll be active in free agency trades, or is it more about just expecting more from who's here?
Well, I liked what he said. I mean, personally, it's like, I came in as a first year in broadcasting, and I knew it was going to be a tough year, but it was going to be an exciting year with Connor and Kevin Korchinski, knowing that a 19-year-old and an 18-year-old were going to be on the team. But as the year goes on, and it wore on the players, and I thought our fans were unbelievable and patient and energetic. But then there comes a time you're the manager of the team, and you're looking at all these assets that you got in the cupboard. You got all these picks, and you got 18 picks in 2 years, and you've had a plethora of picks before that, and you get the number one overall pick. And I liked what he was saying. He's telling the fans, like, we know it. We know we don't want to be like this forever. We're going to do our best to pick the right players. Hopefully players want to come to the Chicago Blackhawks and be part of this going forward. And you get the right ones, the right guys with character, the right guys with winning pedigree, the right guys that are still at an age where they can, ride this wave as well. And so I like it. So I don't know where he's going to go on that. I think a lot of times at the trade deadline, the managers, they get meeting a little bit more at that time. There are some managers in the league that they build their team, on that day. Not so much on July 1, getting unrestricted free agents, but more making hockey trades and, getting guys that are in that 26 to 29 or 24 to 29 age group, that still have a lot of gas in the tank. So I'd be patient if I'm the fans. Like it can't just happen like right away. But I think Kyle and his staff are going to just go one, but bang, you're going to hit one player, bang. You hit another one. He already moved up. It was interesting that he moved up from 20 to 18, and he lost one of his picks in the second round, which he's got a bundle, and he moved up in the second round as well. So there's he's got you can see there's a plan in place right here. He's trying to go down the board a little bit, and likely feels that there's some good players there. Otherwise, maybe he can package something as well and get a good player off other teams' rosters. Because keep in mind, guys, there's going to be a lot of teams that are going to be also in trouble. There's going to be a lot of good players. Think of the Sam Bennetts, that went over to the Calgary Flames. I mean, think of the kind of trades that Florida made. The Brandon Montour for a third-round draft pick. Matthew Tkachuk was a blockbuster, but Matthew Tkachuk's a cornerstone player, not even yet in the prime of his career. So that's what I kind of look at when I heard what he was talking about, if I could just read between the lines a little bit. Those kinds of players that are right in the middle of their careers, not the ones that are at the very end, because I think he did a great job of doing that, last year in the summertime, and especially now with Foligno extending him and with Mrazek extending him, and with Dickinson as well. So I think those are three really good pieces to extend upon, and now you can add to that there, and you're going to have to move along some guys. Like there's you're not going to be able to keep a lot of the players that end up being fringe players that were in and out of the lineup. You want to make sure that you bring in players that are for certain, top 12 forwards that are capable of playing against the other team's best lineup every single night. And same with on the D side of it as well.
We all silly like the mayor.